So, okay, so tonight, Lindsay and Jen and I are going to kind of cover some new coach basics. Jen, how long have you been a coach? I didn't ask you that.
Just for a week and a half now. It's not been very
Perfect.
long. 2 weeks.
Perfect. That's the same as Lindsay. So I am going to go ahead and pair you guys up, and you're going to be successies, is how I call them. And so I want you guys to friend each other, send each other a message after this. And then just basically, I want you to check in each day. Have you both started the new coach training?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on like day one.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And some of them are shorter than others, so like you can catch up. It'll be easy to catch up because some are shorter, some are longer.
Okay.
So I would love for you guys to kind of check in, like, hey, I'm about to do a power hour. Do you want to join me? Or how did you do with your, add 3 new people, message, start 3 new conversations. I like to call them, hey girls. So you basically like, hey girl, and go to their page.
Mm-hmm.
And try to think about, like, Lindsay, I like to kind of think about like what Danielle did to you. So she probably added you, and then maybe a couple of days went by and she sent you a message. She probably went to your page, looked to see what kind of things she could see. Maybe you have something in common, whether, you're an animal lover, something like that. And so maybe you posted something on your page and then she said, hey, I just saw, I don't even know how we became friends, but I saw blah, blah, blah on your page. And oh my gosh, your puppy is so cute. How are things with you? Like, it really doesn't matter. And it's not going to sound creepy as long as you send a compliment and you're genuine. Like, we are so nervous what people are going to think about us. But I want you to think about, like, when Danielle sent that message, you were like, I feel like this is destiny that you talk to me. You know what I mean?
Right,
You need
right.
to realize that
Yeah.
you are your own worst critic and you're being the hardest person on yourself. So it's not creepy to message people you don't know as long as it comes from a place of love. So, I even do this because I also do real estate. I've just recently started doing that. I just started doing it because my whole in-laws all do it, my husband included. And I was like, I might as well. So, it's very similar to Beachbody too, which I like. And so I started doing that. And so I added a bunch of people that commented on our teams. Facebook, we posted a listing and a bunch of people asked questions or something. It was a big ranch style that you could have horses and stuff. So people were commenting, and I just went through and I added them all because I thought, you know what, they're either going to see something I post about real estate or they're either going to see something I post about Facebook. So I might as well add these people. And I actually had one girl message me, and I didn't even message her, but I added her, and she said, hey, I saw that you added me and I'm just not sure how we know each other. And when you get that message, your first instinct is like, she busted me. She knows. She thinks I'm a creep. But I just said, oh, well, actually, I just saw you commented on, and you could do this to whatever. Like, I saw you were in the group, the German Shepherd lover group. I have a German Shepherd. So saw you were in the German Shepherd or the Fayetteville mom group or whatever. And I'm actually always, looking for other positive, like-minded mamas, whatever the, thing is, to be friends with. I always try to, and what I said was, she was from Fayetteville and I just moved here. I said, I'm always trying to look for other, local mamas because I really don't have any friends here. And I'm always also looking for other positive people in my news feed. So, if you don't feel comfortable being friends, that's totally fine. But, I promise I'm a real person. And I just said that. She was like, oh no, that's totally fine. Tell me about you. How old's your daughter? Like, and then we have a genuine conversation. And you know what? I asked her what she was doing for exercise. And she said, girl, it's summer break. And I said, what does that mean? She's like, I'm lazy. I don't do anything when the kids are home. And I said, well, that's not an excuse. You can still do that. And so then the next day she literally tagged me in something. It was like a funny meme about like not wanting to, like thinking I thought about going for a jog, but then I thought it looked like it was going to storm. And it was a picture with like blue skies with like one cloud. And she literally made a post and tagged me. This is like this brand new person that I've never met. You know what I mean? So I went, it could have been, in my mind, it could have easily been, she's going to think I'm a freak. I can't believe I added her. What do I say? And then the next day she's tagging me because we're BFFs. So it's just about you getting out of your comfort zone and not worrying about what people will think, because when you are yourself and you just come across as like, hey, I'm looking for other positive people, to be friends with, if that's cool with you. And, you can even say something. Hold on. Matt's doing bedtime and it doesn't sound like it's going well. Do you guys have kids? I have a 9-month-old.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
Becky's
just,
9 months.
I'm a cat mom.
A cat mom.
Yeah.
We have so many crazy cat ladies on our teams. You'll fit in just fine.
Oh, good.
When was your daughter born?
Did you
April?
say yours was 9 months?
Yeah, November 2nd.
Mine's November 11th. How about that? A boy or girl?
Girl, Lexi.
Oh, mine's Adley. That is so cute. I want both of you guys to add me as a friend, then I can go stalk you both. So, yeah, so this is like, if you want to know like basics of like Beachbody 101, how to be successful. All right, here's what you do. Each day, I want you to add yourself to a couple groups that are like your target market.
Okay.
So Lindsay, you can do something like look for like cat moms or something like that. What other passions or hobbies do both of you consider you having? And Jennifer, yours would be like a local moms group.
Yeah.
Along with other things. Just because you're a mom, I know a lot of people are like, I don't have any other hobbies. Well, think about before you were a mom. What kind of things are your passions or hobbies and things like that. So what do you guys think? Like reading, certain types of animals, breeds of, different dogs, cats, whatever. What kind of music you like think about, it can be anything. Literally, like I would never know this, when I started coaching, but my target market now, anybody sees like something about avocados or guacamole and they tag me. Like, really? I'm obsessed with Mexican food and guacamole and avocados, and people tag me and stuff like that all the time, and wine. So
That's a good one.
Yeah. There is a wine MLM though, so you have to kind of like, it's a fine line to dance.
Oh, yeah.
But we actually lost a good portion of our team this year to the wine MLM, which it was really hard to go through because a lot of them were really close friends and it was like kind of ugly the way they did it. But like, honestly, like that was my target market. So it's not a big deal. Like it doesn't really surprise me now. Like we were like, hey, our team calls are happy hours. And, I really wish everybody the best, no matter what they do. It's just a matter of like having integrity, if you're going to leave, but don't lie to people. Don't, blah, blah. But like, yeah, I mean, and you're going to have coaches that quit that, I've had people block me and quit and cancel. And I'm like, you could have just told me. I would have been cool with that, So I'm telling you, I've been through everything. And it just means that it's not the right time for that person. It doesn't mean that it's anything against you. And I've had coaches that like Beachbody wasn't for them. They tried, it wasn't for them. They went to sell Lip Sense or, LuLaRoe, and they did fantastic at it. And so, you just have to realize that people will come and go. But it's really just, make that relationship and focus on that relationship with your coaches and your downline. And it's going to be a fun community. And then, when you make it about having fun, and I really consider it kind of like a sisterhood. And we've got a couple guys too, and now we say #ManClan because there's more guys growing, but we attract a lot of women because we post like we're talking. I tell people to post like you're talking exactly to yourself when you are like in that darkest place. So if you can think of like a really dark place in your life, I want you to kind of go back to that. And the more that you can turn your mess into a message and talk about that and share little, and I kind of like breadcrumb it. You don't want to throw all the shit you've been through all in one post because people will be like, this girl has issues. Oh my God. But breadcrumb it. Like, for me, I talk about, I've had eating disorders in the past. I had like extreme self-confidence issues. I've been in emotionally abusive relationships. I've been bulimic. I've like been addicted to exercise. I've just like, you name it. And I know we all have our story, and so, but if I put that all in one post, people would be like, I don't even know what to say to this. So, I don't know why she's FaceTiming at 9 o'clock at night. So what I like to do is when you're making a post is start it with a scroll stopping, either a question or statement. I kind of like to do a question. So for example, if I wanted to say something like, have you ever gone through your closet and every single thing in there you don't like, I don't know how to word it because it's late and my mind does not work at night. But basically like every single piece of clothing like you don't feel like you want to wear because you don't feel comfortable in anything you own. Something along the lines of that. Asking with a question. And if you saw that, would you not stop and be like, yes? You know, even me, no matter what like point of life that you're in, like there's going to be a point where you're like, I know that feeling because I've been there at one point in my life and another, whether it's right now or not. So I really like to start my call to action post, not every post, but like my call to action post where I'm either going to be, call to action is basically like you want them to do something, whether it's message you, comment below, fill out a form. And I do that for both my challenge group invites and my coach invites. And you want to do at least one coach call to action post a week. And I would say at least 2 challenge group call to action posts a week.
Okay.
And every post you make doesn't have to be a call to action, but I try to say at least 2 challenge group, at least 1 coach a week. The other posts, I kind of consider them like breadcrumbing. A book that's really good, it's called Jab, 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 Right Hook. I think it's 3 jabs, either 2 or 3 jabs. And I think it's Gary Vaynerchuk. I always call him Gary V because I can't say his last name. But he is a really great guy. I don't know if you like to swear, but he says the F word a lot. He's awesome. He's very real and down to earth. I have a potty mouth. I'm sarcastic. I'm originally from Pittsburgh. So he's my person. And I would say just search Gary V and do like follow first, like his like page and do follow first. What I love about him is he's constantly putting out valuable content. He's very much so like, just do your shit, like get your shit together, like don't BS, just do it. And that's what I need to do. So you can actually click see first. And so I love his short videos. And the other thing is because a lot of times he's like swearing and this and that, he has the words on the bottom. So even if you can't watch it, like you're at work or you're around kids or something, you can read it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So
that sounds right up my alley.
Yeah. Good. Good. I love it. Jennifer, where are you? Did I ask you where you live?
Yeah, in Terre Haute, Indiana, but I'm actually from Pittsburgh too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm actually from Washington, PA. Do you know where that is?
Yep, I'm from Avella.
Okay. Small world. Yes. I went to.
I'm from Pennsylvania too.
Oh, really? Fun. Yeah. The Meadville area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a good portion of my coaches are Pennsylvania because I spent most of my life there. So, but yeah, I went to Slippery Rock University, so that's pretty close to you. I think about an hour. So, but yeah, a good portion of our team as well are just like, you know, we like the F word, we like to swear, we like to drink, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Michael's so funny. Michael doesn't swear. She's like, I don't mind it, but I don't do it. But yeah. So, and Adeline is close in age to your daughter. Then
Yeah, almost exactly a month.
Older. Yeah. So, but yeah, so basically, you know, you're gonna start your post with a question, and then you're gonna tell a little bit about your story. You know, have you ever gone through your closet? So if we're using this example, have you ever gone through your closet and every single piece of clothing you don't want to put it on because you feel uncomfortable in it? You know, I remember a time, or you know, kind of use like I like to call the feel, felt, found method. You know, when you're talking to people or making a post, you know, I used to feel like this, or I totally understand how you feel. This is how I felt, but what I found is. So that's always a good guide for your conversations when you're having with somebody. So, and also posts. So you ask a scroll stopping question. I cannot do late nights. I'm sorry. And it's not even that late. I can't. So, then you talk a little about your story, and then you turn it into a little bit of a positive, inspirational message, and you invite them to join you. Okay. That's basically it. And what I encourage you to do is write it out. Choose what picture you want to do. I love to do transformation photos, either of yourself, which is awesome. Have you guys gone through and completed a program yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. I don't sign up coaches that haven't had results yet. And so I encourage you to focus on challengers your first month or two. Then you talk to your challengers that if you see challengers that are posting a lot, you're like, girl, you would be an amazing coach. Literally all you have to do is do exactly what you're doing now, then say you go girl. Like that's all you do. So that's what I love to do because one, you're going to have results. So do you guys have before and afters that you can share?
I have befores, but I never took my afters.
I have, so I did max 30 and Sandy max 30. And then I have those before and after. And then I did the first round of Shift Shop.
Good. Yeah.
And after.
Good.
So,
yeah. So put together a before and after and a call to action post. Kind of type out. So some type of story, some type of question that goes with a part of your story you want to tell, and then kind of turn it into a little bit of motivation, like, you know, I can do it, you can do it kind of thing. And then an invite, like, what do you want them to do? And I usually say comment below with your favorite cheat meal emoji, or message me, or, you know, something silly or fun is easy. People love emojis. It's so easy to do. So you can always do something like that. Or comment below with a GIF that shows, you know, I don't know. I've seen a lot of those kind of posts. You can get creative with it, but yeah. So I would really work closely with your coach in making a challenge group post. And today is Tuesday, so let's shoot to do one tomorrow. A call to action post tomorrow night between 6 to 9 is the best time, I think, for call to action, because people are, you know, done with dinner, scrolling Facebook. And what's also is that if you comment on it, you know, later it brings it back up. So I don't go through and respond to everyone. So say I had 4 comments, I might respond to 2 and then wait a little bit and then respond to the other 2, because it brings it back up in the feed. So,
okay.
One other thing about working with that is if you make a post on Instagram, don't share it to Facebook, copy it, paste it with that picture, because the way Facebook works is they want you to make an original post. They don't want to share it through a third party.
Okay.
It can show up in more people's feed if it's an original post.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's kind of how you make a call to action, and you can change it for coaching or, you know, client. Feel free to post anything in Beautifully Made. If you want to write something up and then show the picture that you think you want to do, and then post it in there and say, hey guys, I'm a new coach. What do you think about this? We will be happy to help you with that. And you can follow other coaches. You can follow top coaches. I encourage you to do that. Your coach can tell you who to follow. And I like to do See First, but I don't like their like pages. Don't do that, because you actually have the option to target your ads on your like business page, your business or like page, to people that like your page and their friends. So you don't want to give them the option to run their ads to your friends. So if it's, I just do follow, and then I do See First. So you don't like their business page.
Can you explain that a little more? What's See First?
Let me see. I'm going to go to my phone. See First basically means that when you go, it'll show up in your newsfeed first.
Oh, okay.
So like, one person I really love is Kim Fitzpatrick. Her and her wife, or her husband, Jamie, I follow them both. Jamie was in the top 10, but they were both elite coaches last year, which basically means they're rocking their business. So, all right. So this is, let me try to figure out how to see it. I'm so bad at this. I don't know why. You can kind of see it like this. This little star over here. See, I didn't click add friend because I don't friend other coaches. They're usually not going to coach. You can only have 5,000 friends. So if they're a successful coach, they're not going to add every Beachbody Joe Schmo. They want 5,000 for their friends and clients and coaches. So this little star says See First, and then you can either click unfollow, what it says default, and I click See First. So I think it says follow, and then you click it, and it's an option to do See First.
Got it.
Kim and Jamie, I love them. They're always going live. Their photos always look really great. I don't know if they must do something. Like, I think they do, what's the editing? Photoshop. I have to look into that, because honestly, like, that to me, like, that would be worth the investment, because how many pictures do I take and how many pictures do I post? And I want them to be scroll stopping. So some important apps I will tell you that I love. Do you guys have an iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is literally driving me crazy. I can't figure. Got it. All right,
Yeah.
Camera Plus, and don't mind my nails. I just had to rip my nails off because they fell off and they took half my nails with them. So, Camera Plus is, you do have to pay for this one, but it's really great. It's $3.99, I think. But that one and WordSwag, and I think WordSwag is a paid one. Those two I use all the time. So everything you do for business is also a tax write-off. So if you, whether you just go into Apple at the end of the year and look at your receipts and things like that, if you buy any apps or anything on Amazon or things like that, all of your Shakeology, you don't have to keep track of your Shakeology or business fees. That's all taken care of in your thing. All of that are tax write-offs. You can't write off like your groceries, but there's plenty of stuff that you can write off, and I talk about that, and if you have questions later. But so Camera Plus, I love, and then WordSwag. And I actually have a video. WordSwag is basically a great way to add photos or add words to your photos. What do you guys use for like side-by-sides? I use Moldiv, Moldiv, but there's so many different ones.
I have nothing right now. This is all new to me, so it's all good.
Okay.
PicStitch, yeah, that's a good one too. Aviary, Aviary. I think that one's free. Whiteogram is free. That's cool because it makes it square for Instagram. Instagram has to be square. And it puts little white lines either on the top or the bottom to make things square. So if it doesn't want to crop. I think Photomirror is free. If it's not, find one that's free. This is really cool to kind of like see, like make your pictures stand out. Like a lot of people will do something like, and it's super easy. Like honestly, like I would just take some time and have some fun with some apps and I don't know, it's not working. But because your pictures mean a lot, especially on Instagram, but pictures mean a lot because really, nobody has like an attention span anymore. So if it's like, oh, that looks really cool. If it's a dark picture or your food looks like cat food or cat throw up, like nobody's going to be like, ooh, tell me how you made that, So another thing I like to do, or your shaker cup. Do not like, I have so many people that, and I used to do this too. I'd be like, to my like foggy shaker cup. Nobody's going to be like, oh, what is that? I want to spend $130 on this mystery foggy shaker cup, So if you take pictures of it, I like to put it in a glass. I take it outside because sunlight outside is amazing. Maybe put some, toppings on top, make it pretty. And you know what? Like, it sounds stupid, but you can take pictures and then I actually create albums in my phone for like food pictures or workout pictures. And then you can go on Pinterest and look up fun quotes and stuff. And then you can actually take a quote that you like that's motivational and slap it on a picture of you, you're a workout thing. So instead of using an image, which is cool, and here and there, yes, that's good. But it means more when it's an inspirational quote on a picture of you. You know what I mean? And that's very easy to do. And don't feel like you're like, oh my God, I have to spend 2 hours editing pictures. No, but you can keep them in your archive so that when you need a post, you've got pictures. So I'm basically always taking pictures. And I actually need to go through and delete them because I have like 5,000 right now. I got the biggest iPhone there is because I was like, I need to take all the baby pictures. So I need to back up all my stuff and do that. But yeah, so focusing on like saying, okay, if I'm going to make a post, does this add value? So bitching about the traffic and this or that, what is that adding value to? Nobody. So go back through and delete that and say something like, today was really rough and I felt like everything was against me. I was just irritated and cranky. And then I came home and I didn't feel like working out and I pushed play anyways. And you know what? All of that stress and anxiety was wiped away and I'm so glad I did it. So, something like that and saying, I would love to help you figure out a way to make time when you feel like you don't have time and do it anyways when you don't feel like it to feel like this, or, talking about endorphins or something like that. And every post you make does not have to be about Beachbody. I want you to be you. Don't want you to like your friends to be like, oh, there's another Beachbody coach. So I try to follow this rule. I do like 4 posts a day, and 1 post is like motivational, inspirational. 1 post is Beachbody fitness, nutrition related. And usually it's either a breadcrumb, which I say is basically like, I might say something like why I love coaching, hashtag best job ever, but it's not like comment below or message me. So a breadcrumb is like, I'm talking about why I love coaching, or I'm talking about why I love my challenge group, but I'm not saying comment below or join me. It's basically just like another thing, because people are always watching, right? So it's like, wow, like, or maybe I'll shout out one of my challengers, but I don't turn it into call to action, or I do a non-scale victory of that, one of my challengers, or, you know, something like that. And even before you have clients, ask your other coaches, ask in our team page, ask the clients of your coach, you know, in your challenge group to share that with you. And then you can say like, one of our challengers or one of my challengers, nobody knows that it's not your client, or nobody knows that how successful you are or aren't as a coach yet. I love the saying, fake it till you make it. Take other coaches on our team, take other clients of your coach and share their results, share your results, but always celebrate people. Because, and then when you're like talking about the results people are having, like, dude, I am blown away at, you know, how my challengers are killing it. They're not necessarily your challengers, but they're in your challenge group that you're in. So feel free. Do not wait until you have a client and you have a client with results to feel like you need to do that, because the sooner you start talking about other people, and that's also another reason why it's so important to share yours, is because people are going to say, okay, it's good to see other people, but when people that know you see you, they're like, oh, that does work. Okay. So that's why it's really important to get results for you too. So I feel like there was like 3 things that I started and I never finished a conversation, and then
you were just talking about your 4 posts per day, and you got through the inspirational and the Beachbody related, and there's 2 more.
This is exactly how my brain always works, and people get used to me. Like people are like, April, like I'm like so bad. Like, okay. And then 2 lifestyle posts. So like talking to your target market. So 1 is usually for me is usually about Adley, mom life, something like that. Like today I turned the bath on to do a bath, to do Tubby. And then I started doing, dinner, and I literally forgot. And all of a sudden remembered, and I started sprinting, kneed my dog in the face. He was like, and I didn't mean to. I feel like 100-pound German Shepherd, and I kneed him in the face. I got there, and it was like, there was this much to the top before it would have overflowed. And I took a picture because I was like, I'm 100% posting about this. I let it out a little bit, and then I did an Instagram story, a Snapchat story, and a Facebook story. Because I was like, this is perfect. So right then and there, like it took me literally 45 seconds, and I put it on 3 pieces of social media, and I had a bunch of people like kind of like say something back like, oh my gosh, because I want people to know that I'm real. I'm a hot mess. This is like literally my like claim to fame, is I'm always talking about how I'm a hot mess, and people are like, me too. That's why I love you, because you're keeping it real. So don't try to be perfect. Literally, the more that you seem real, the more people are like, if she can do it, I can do it, you know? So, and that's what you want. So, yeah. So what would you guys say are some things for like your lifestyle, your target market, your niche? Like what kind of things do you think you could talk about, or groups that you could join?
I am, I'm really into reading. I love like clean eating, self-development. I'm like huge into that.
That's amazing. Personal development is like the most, we've got 4 big things with Beachbody and that you need to do, and it's invite, personal development. We always say at least shoot for 30 minutes a day, whether you're reading or doing an audiobook. I love audible.com. It's also an app, and the first download is free. So I would recommend either the Compound Effect, the Slight Edge,
okay,
and Go for No,
okay,
and Get Over Your Damn Self. Those are awesome.
okay.
So yeah, to invite, personal development, be a product of the product, you know, do your workouts, drink your shakes, follow the meal plan, like show that it works. And then what the hell? I don't know why I can't even remember. Like this,
recognize.
Yeah, they just added that one. Recognize.
Okay. I've learned something in the last week. That was
so proud of you. I was like, no, this is not happening. You're not remembering one of the 4 vital behaviors. Oh, okay. So reading, clean eating, personal development. Love that. Anything else?
Yeah, I love animals. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. I have a hard time thinking of things.
Okay, yeah, as things.
Movie. I love movies. And
yeah, and this is what I do. So, like, since you love reading, like, I would just Google image book nerd memes or bookworm memes or something like that, and like find funny things or like that. Or you can go on Pinterest too, and you can actually just save a bunch of them, and then you can even make albums in your phone, like target market post, and it can be everything random, all of your target market there. So then when you're like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this. So I just try to think of that 3 to 4 posts a day, 2 being part of my target market. For me, 1 is either going to be like family, dog, wine, avocados, like something silly like that. And a lot of another thing too is I really, really love humor. Like if you can make me laugh, you're my best friend. I love to laugh. I love making people laugh. So anything that I find funny, I'm going to talk about that too. So, yeah, so work on that, and then join some groups involving those things too.
Okay.
And do you go by Jen or Jennifer?
Jen.
Okay. So Jen, what would you say yours are?
So actually Michael made us make a list because we had a group call last week. And so obviously mom, dog, what else? Hunter's wife,
Mm-hmm.
fishing, WVU football. I can't remember the rest of them at the moment.
Okay.
I like to bake, but I can't really like bake right now. My mother-in-law actually watches Lexi while we're at work, and she is an amazing baker. It's a challenge because she's like trying to do her own little business thing. She's a teeny little thing. So she doesn't taste test any of the things that she makes, obviously, but she's an amazing baker. So it's hard to resist.
Yeah.
I would be very real about that and kind of add that into post here and there. And also it's really easy. Like anytime you're there, if she's baking, add it to your Instagram story or your Snapchat or your Facebook. I like to honestly, if I find something that's funny, I just do it really quickly on all 3. That's 3 different things that you never know. It's like a sneak peek into your life. Like that's how people get to know you. So you could be like, when you're trying to be healthy, but this is what you're surrounded with, like something silly like that. People are like, oh my God, I would die. I would eat that all. Like, and another thing they said at our coach summit in New Orleans this past July, they said, Shalene Johnson, who's the creator of like PiYo and Turbo Jam, Turbo Fire, all that. So she said, kind of like sprinkle things in, but don't give them all the information. So like if I'm talking about Energize or something, I'm going to be like my secret mommy juice. You can call it whatever, literally, but I like to call it my secret mommy juice. Or like, and I tell people like, or you could say something like, when your pre-workout works just as good when you want to clean your whole house, or, something like that. So you're not being like, I love Energize because it has blah, 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 blah. Like, plug it in and then go on with something else, and people are going to be like, wait, what is this? Because how many times have you or I don't know if you have, since you're not doing this yet, but I'll make this like heartfelt post and I have like a cute pair of shorts or a cute pair of shoes on, and nobody says anything about me. They're like, where did you get your leggings? And I'm like, so it's maybe like when I want you to ask about this, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about something else.
Right.
So kind of do that, because then people, when you give them every single piece of information about it, what do they need to ask you? You told them everything. So kind of like less is more sometimes. So yeah. Yeah, so I want you guys this week to join a couple groups, and I want you to make a couple posts a week in that group. And when other people post, comment back and forth, and then add them as a friend. I've also do this in a yard sale site. I went through, and I encourage you to go through your house and declutter, see what you can get rid of. I went through and I got rid of a ton of clothes, and I just put it in a garbage bag. And I said, and I took pictures of them and I put them online. And I said, literally, it was all about the same size. You can have this entire garbage bag of clothes for $10. I just need to meet you somewhere. And I had a bunch of people comment, and I said, I'm going to add you as a friend so I can get your message. And I added them all as a friend. And one girl, it took her about 1.5 years, but we became really good friends. And then she signed up as a coach. So like literally from a yard sale site. I've sold probably 3 challenge packs from people that I've added when I was in the yard sale site. So it can be that. It can be, I'm in a German Shepherd group. I'm also in something or other. Oh yeah, it was a German Shepherd group. And I said, hey, I love to put coconut oil. I melted on my dog's food. Just curious, do you guys like to do anything else on their food that's natural or something like that? Like, I really didn't care, but I asked that question, or if I'm like in a holistic mom group or something like that, I'll say, hey, I love my coconut oil for my makeup remover. What else is your favorite usage for it? I don't care if you don't want to know the answer and you don't care. Is she okay? She good? Thank you, babe. I don't care if you don't want to know the answer. Like, just you want to engage with people. And the same thing on your post. I want you to ask a couple questions throughout the week, and it could be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing my hair. Which one? And go on like Google or Pinterest and save a couple ABCs and write on, like, do a collage ABCD and say, or 1, 2, 3, and say, which one do you like best? Or I have a date night this weekend. Like, what outfit do you like best? I don't care if you already know which one you're going to do. Or you're going to wear sweatpants when you go anyways. Like, just do it, because people love to tell you their opinion. Lindsay, you could say, hey, I'm thinking about which book I should read next. Which one, what are your suggestions? And it doesn't have to be A, B, C, D. But you could be like, hey, what's some good books? I need a new one. And people love to tell you what they think. And then what you could even do is, like, say you got a lot of engagement and something like that. You could even put together like a list and be like, hey guys, I put together a list a while ago of some awesome books, just from everybody, because I got such a big response. If you want to either send me your email or email me at blah, 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 I'll send you that link, or I'll send you that list. So you could just copy and paste it into a Microsoft Word, and then literally you would get everybody's email, and you could create and save those emails. Because I encourage you guys to start doing things where moving it email. I have been Facebook Messenger I've been a coach over 4.5 years, and I've been a messenger. But what would happen if Facebook went away? You'd have nothing.
The world would end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I actually was locked out of Facebook for 24 hours about maybe a year ago. I don't even know what happened, but I think I copied and pasted in too many coach groups. And so they were like, what's happening? And I was like, holy cow, if I lost my Facebook, I would have nobody to talk to. Yeah. So what I suggest is at least get there, and whether you're paper and pencil or Excel, I just do paper and pencil. Whatever's easiest for you. I do their name, their Facebook name, and their email. And I like to get their phone number too, because honestly, as scary as it is, if you can get on the phone with somebody, they can hear your voice inflection. They can, you can talk to them like you're talking to your best friend. Don't hype it up. Like, if your best friend was like, what are you doing? Well, basically, I mean, it's portion control container set, and it gives you a list of foods. So you can eat. It tells you what to eat. It tells you, how much to eat. It really kind of makes it idiot-proof. Shakeology, I love it because it tastes good. It's like a milkshake. I do the chocolate vegan, and I mix it with banana and peanut butter, and literally tastes like a Reese's milkshake. And then basically the workouts, you get 12 months access to every single Beachbody program. It's over $6,000 worth of workouts and all the meal plans. So, it's an awesome deal. It's all on sale right now. It's $160. It's normally over $200. And you get access to our group. And I like to pair everybody up, so you'll get a buddy. And what my favorite part is like the support and the accountability. And I talk up the support and the accountability so much, because so many people are like, I just can't do home workouts. I just can't do it. And that's a big objection you're going to get. So that's when the feel, felt, found method comes in. Girl, I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found is that, you know, I got paired up with a buddy. I tagged her every day. I, you know, added her as a friend. I would send her a message if I didn't feel like working out that day, and she would encourage me to get up off my ass and do it, you know, things like that. So whenever anybody gives you an objection, it is usually because they do not think they will be able to do it. So it's your job to say, hey, I felt the same way, but here's what I found, and assure them, I 100% know that you can do this. And if you want me to send you a Facebook message once a day to see how you're doing, I will do that. And you can set a reminder in your phone every day at, you know, 5 o'clock. Hey, did you get your workout in? And I have 2 clients right now that I have to do that for. I would never do that for every single client, because right now I have a lot of past clients that continue to join me each month. But I have 2 people that they're literally like, I won't do it if you don't check in on me. And you know, you have to train your people. So I don't want you to think like do that with every single person, because that's not manageable for you. But I have some people that they're like literally like, I just cannot do it. And you know what? It's my job. It's not something I have to do. It's something I choose to do because I want to commit to being that inspiration to somebody. And if they need a little extra hand holding at first, I'm going to do that for them. So I want you to train your coaches and your clients, like they train them how to respect your time, but also let them know that you're not just signing them up and forgetting about them. Like I honestly do not respond right away to any message unless it's urgent. Like, you know, I sit down on my computer when I have the time to, you know, devote at least 10 minutes to messages. And that's when I'm going to get, I literally have like 60 messages that I need to get back to tonight. So I don't go and like, unless it's like something I can really easily do. But also if it's like a newer coach and nothing, I don't want you to ever think like, you can't ask me anything, but I want you to do this with your coaches as well. Like if you're in the middle of something like, and it's, you know, 12 o'clock at night, I don't want you to be like, oh, let me, you know, respond to this really quick, because you teach people how to treat you, you know? Yeah. So, and I'm really big into that because I used to, they sent me a message. I have to respond right now. Even though I'm supposed to be watching this movie with my husband. And I do not want you to do that, because I want you to learn from my mistakes, because I put my business first and my husband second. And we fought for probably 2 years before I learned like, hey, and this is before kids, but you know, hey, you probably should, you know, not be an asshole. And, you know, so I want you guys to really time block family time. And then figure out where Beachbody and your workout is going to fit in, that it's not going to, because I want family first, Beachbody second. Because I have a lot of coaches that go gun ho and then they get burnt out, and their you know, significant other, spouse, whatever, is resentful because they don't understand it. So if you have family, if you have friends, like I want you to talk to them about it. I want you to kind of like, not like talk to them so much that their head's going to explode and they're going to be like, this is awful. I don't even want to hear any more about it. I want you to, this is your homework for the week. I want you to tell them what Success Club is, what your goal is, and you know, what it means to sell a challenge pack. So when you say, I just sold a challenge pack, they know what that means. When you say, babe, oh my gosh, I just have 2 Success Club points, I only need 4 more, they know what that means. You know, and then they need to know just enough to be able to support you. So, you know, as it goes on, they can learn more. You don't want to overwhelm them with information, but you also don't want to leave them in the dark, so that when they see you, they're just irritated that Beachbody is now something that's taking your time away from them. Okay. So I think it's just really important to talk about goals. It's really important to, you know, reach out to any of us. We're all here for you. We've all been through it. We've all felt overwhelmed as new coaches. Like, honestly, I tell people, if you don't feel overwhelmed as a new coach, there's something wrong with you, but you don't need to learn it all at once. So just enjoy it. Take a deep breath, enjoy it, and know that one of the biggest things I love to have my new coaches focus on is success starters, because you get that free ticket to Summit. So I really, really want you to focus on that. So you guys both signed up this month, so you can either hit Success Club August, September, October, or September, October, November. So we have half a month. I 100% assure you, can hit Success Club, and you will if you decide today that you're going to. So are you going to hit Success Club this month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually think I know what Success Club is yet, but yes.
Okay. Do you know what a challenge pack is? That's what you purchased when you signed up.
Right. So that would be like the Shakeology and the Beachbody On Demand.
Shakeology and any type of program. So download BB Links.
Okay.
And so say you're talking to somebody. The most common one I sell is the Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology. But once people say yes to that, this is my next question that I want you to do. Don't stop there. This is why I love Go for No. Say, awesome, I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you on day 21, or if it's 30 of whatever their program is. You are going to freaking love it. Last question. We can throw on a 3-day vegan cleanse. Have either of you done the 3-day refresh?
Just did it last week.
Yay! Post your results.
2 pounds lost.
Yay! Awesome. So post your results with that because people love quick things. So we are not about quick fixes, but I mean, if you have a vacation or you've got some bloat, like it's amazing. So I say, last question. I just need to know if you want to throw on a 3-day vegan cleanse for $45. It's on sale this month. And it's normally over $70. And what I love about it is either if you have a vacation or wedding coming up, it's great to do a couple days before to shed a few pounds or shed some extra bloating. Or I'll say, what I love is that I have my clients do this before they start, because I don't know about you, but when I do something and I see results, I'm like, okay, I got this. So, and I tell them just like that. I say, honestly, you can do voice message. I do so much of my inviting with voice message because people can hear your voice inflection. So I say, awesome, this is me holding in the recording. Awesome, I'm so excited for you. You're going to love your results. I can't wait to see you on day 21. My last question is, 1, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? So I know what Shakeology flavor to suggest to you. And 2, do you want to throw on a 3-day vegan cleanse for $45? It's on sale this month. It's normally over $70. Basically, it tells you what to eat for 3 days, and it comes with the recipes. It comes with the shakes and things like that. And then you're going to see results right away. And what I love about it is, I don't know about you, but when I see results, I'm more motivated. So it's a great kickstart to your weight loss, and we can do that before we start your program. So how does that sound? And if they say, no, I really don't think so, I think I'm just going to stick with the 160. Okay, great. I'm so excited. Send me your email, and I'm going to send you, since you said your favorite ice cream flavor was, Moose Tracks, I'm going to say you go with the chocolate, and, so, things like that. But basically then I use the BB Links, or the BB Links is, how you can go through, whatever. And then I also love the mobile enrollment app, and on the coach training, I believe there's a video that explains how to use that. If not, ask your coach what the mobile enrollment app is. I love the mobile enrollment app, but if they already have an email that's associated with Beachbody, you can't use that with them. But why I love the mobile enrollment app is it's actually just a website that you then save to your screen of your phone, and you log in. Let me log in real quick. I'm going to wrap this up. Sorry, I didn't realize what time it was. Okay. Log in, and then it says, do you have permission to give this person? So I'm going to say abc@gmail.com. I'm just making one up. So then you would either do enroll new coach or enroll new customer. Existing customer. Oh no. So it doesn't let you. Okay. So you can say, oh, do you have another email that you haven't used with Beachbody yet? Or if you don't, I can just send you the link. So if that doesn't work, then I send them the BB links. What I love about this is it's 100% going to go to you. The other thing is, if you send that link and say they ordered something a year ago, Beachbody automatically assigns you, because they know you're going to be successful with a coach. So they assign you to a coach, which is how you get leads. So if you're enrolled in Hit Success Club, you're going to get leads, which is awesome. And then you can reach out to them. So if they already do and they don't have it, then you'll send the link. If it's a coach, it doesn't matter if they already have an account. It'll work, whatever. But so let me just try something else. I'm just gonna do a bunch of weird numbers so that it wouldn't be something that somebody's already used. Okay. So enroll new customer. I can't figure this out. Life is so hard. Okay. Then it's asking for their first name, last name. How did I do this last time? I got it. There we go. Okay. So, blah, 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 blah. I'm literally just typing letters. And you don't need to do phone number or anything like that. So we've got that. And then I click shop now. All right. And then it says what product? Select product. This is so hard. And then there's all the different things. So I'm going to choose the Beachbody On Demand, and it says on sale for $160. Okay, then I'm going to click OK. And then it says it's backwards. Step 2, select Shakeology. So you select their Shakeology flavor. So that's why you have to ask them first. And then it has all the options. It's got the combo boxes. It's got the packets. It's got the bags. It's got everything. I tell people that the bag is the best option, but if they're not sure what flavor, I usually suggest the barista combo pack. We have it in regular or vegan. So I said, do you have any lactose? Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I suggest people to start with the vegan, because I've had some people have issues, because there's the difference between regular and vegan is regular has whey, and whey can be hard on people's stomachs. And if they're lactose, they definitely need to do vegan. Vegan is with pea protein and brown rice protein. So I always say, I do the vegan. I like it. I think it tastes the same. And I just feel like it's, better on my stomach. Hey, Tiffany. So yeah, so that's what I do. So say then say they wanted a regular chocolate bag. Then I click OK. Then it says you can also do skip challenge pack and just enroll them for $40 if you wanted to. I usually don't do that though. And then it says you can make sure confirm everything's correct, and it tells you it's coming with the 7-piece container. Sorry, it's backwards. And then I click submit, and it says okay. It says a confirmation email will be sent to blah blah blah. Please remind enrollee to open the email, click through the complete my enrollment form, and fill in remaining information. And what I usually do is I take this and I just screenshot it and I send it to them. I say, awesome. Send this to them and I say, awesome, you're all set. You'll get an email from Beachbody and it'll have exactly what you told me you wanted. And all you do is put your shipping information, your payment, and then send me a message so I can make sure everything processes correctly on my end. I say that, so I'm not waiting like, did they order yet? Nope. Okay. So I say, make sure you send me a message so I can make sure it processes correctly on my end. And they're like, did it go through okay? I want to make sure it went okay. And then I can know when they're ordering. So those are my biggest tips for that.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think I threw a lot of information at you. And I probably didn't finish a lot of thoughts. So if you have any questions about anything, just let me know. What anything in particular you guys have struggled with this week, or that you that I haven't answered any questions?
I keep going first. Sorry, I mean to cut in front of Jen, but I did have one question. How does it work? Like, is this allowed? I guess is my big question. Like, I have a couple people who are technically already like discount coaches, but their coach that they like originally enrolled through isn't really an active coach any longer. Mm-hmm. Is it possible to change them over to me as the coach, or is that like get frowned upon?
Not coach to coach. Customer to customer is okay, but coach to coach, they would. But honestly, what they could do is cancel their coach account and become a customer under you. They have to wait 6 months to sign up to be
okay.
So if they're not actively working the business, I mean, it's being a coach basically saves you $15 a month. So for 6 months, they're going to pay an extra $15 a month, and then they can sign back up.
Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, I've heard that people will create a new email account and sign up, which it'll work, but it's not ethical. It's not allowed. And if somebody found out say their past coach found out, they could easily say, hey, this girl didn't wait 6 months, turn you into compliance, and then you'd get your account would be shut down. So it's not worth it.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what I tell people. I'm like, yeah, their policy is you do have to wait 6 months. And honestly, it's a good policy because people could easily like join you and then say, oh my gosh, Melanie Mitro is amazing. She's the top coach. I'm going to join her. And so it's actually a good thing that people can't just jump ship, you know? So yeah, so I would talk to them and say, okay, so I just looked into it and it looks like you basically have to wait 6 months to, quit and then be a coach. But what you could do is quit your coaching, just be one of my clients. So even if they don't purchase anything, say they're like, oh, I have 2 months of Shakeology still, Okay, that's fine. I just need to get you signed up, switch to me. So they can fill out the customer coach switch form and get assigned to you. Then you could get them in your challenge group.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. Jennifer, Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany.
Hi.
Hi. Do either of you have any questions? Anything you're not sure about or struggling with?
No.
Hey, have you talked to anybody? Have you gotten anybody on board this month, Tiffany?
No.
How's it going? Are you inviting?
I have probably invited more people in the past 2 weeks than I did all of last month.
That's awesome. Go for no, sister.
Yes. No. I have some interest, so I know of a few people that are just waiting for money and stuff like that. So.
Okay, so what can you do in the meantime? What I like to do when people are waiting, I say, okay, awesome. When's payday? I'll just jot a little note and I'll check in and see if that's a good time for you. Okay. In the meantime, I don't want to be like, wait 2 weeks and then be like, hey girl, hey, it's payday. Like they're going to be like, oh God, no. So, I like to send them, I put a little note or reminder in my phone or something to check in with them. But in the meantime, I'll go on Pinterest and I'll find something like, hey girl, I was meal planning. I found this awesome recipe. It's boot camp approved for our challenge group. You'll be joining us. And I just wanted to send it your way. I thought you might want to check it out. Do you think this is something that you'd be able to do? Pick an easy, simple, like I just go on Pinterest and I search 21 Day Fix recipe. And I find something simple and I send it to them, even if you're not planning on making it this week. I was meal planning this week and I found this for you. So it's a great way for anybody that's also told you no or given you an objection. It's a great way for you to add value, check in with them. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, thanks so much. And then you can say, tell me about you. What are your meals looking like this week? Have you planned out your meals? You can talk to them about budgeting. You can talk to them about Aldi's. You can talk to them about how you save money, things like that. Do you guys have Aldi's near you?
Mm-hmm.
If you are not, no. Sorry. If you're not shopping there, not Tiffany, she doesn't have near you. You are literally throwing money down the drain. Me and Melissa, my sister Melissa is here visiting. She's a coach too. We just went tonight. I got grass-fed beef. They have like organic everything now. It's amazing. It's seriously like dirt cheap. So, I definitely would think about maybe putting together like some budget tips. You could even do a free group. You could all three even do a group together and do like a budgeting kind of thing, like do a free group and pick a day either this month or next to run it. And that's an amazing way to then you can post about it and get people in there. And then at the end of that 5-day group or whatever, you're like, okay, what's next? And you talk to them about the challenge group. So the free groups are amazing. Think about some things that you'd want to jot down, like 4 or 5 things that you'd want to do, and just say, okay, I'm going to do one free group a month, but do it with people. Do it with other new coaches so you can take the pressure off yourself. And then you all pick a day and you make a post or something like that. And the more that you can each comment on posts as the more that other people are going to comment, because nobody wants to be the first one. So that's the same thing in your challenge groups too. Be the best challenger that you can be so that you encourage other people to want to be that way too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, anytime you have any questions or if you feel like you're getting a ton of no's and not getting a lot of responses or anything like that, Tiffany, in your case, make sure you're sending some screenshots to Heather and say, hey, how was this? How was my response? Would you change anything? Heather is her coach. So, things like that. As coaches, we are excited when our coaches send screenshots and we can help you, because in the beginning, some of the hardest part is just learning how to talk to people. So the more personal development you do, the more people you talk to, the more you do it anyways, even though you're scared, you'll get better. So don't be afraid to either post screenshots in the group and say, hey, how did I do? What would you do differently? Or send to your coach. We'd be happy to help you. So.
Okay.
Yep. So just have fun this week and focus on doing a call to action challenge group post tomorrow. And if you need help, let your coach or post in the group, and we're happy to help. But welcome, and you're going to love this group. It's so much fun. Don't overthink it. Don't question yourself. Like, literally, we are all just average, regular people doing this. You do not have to be, a brainiac. I literally forgot about this call, and like, whatever. If I can be a coach, anybody can. I feel the same way. If I can be a mom, anybody can. So give yourself some grace. Just do what you can. Focus on the new coach training, and definitely work together, especially since you're new coaches. I think that'd be great for you guys to kind of pair up and go from there. So anything else, just let us know. We're always here. I'm going to try to go live more this week in our team page to just kind of do helpful little things. And anytime you have a question, post about it in the group. No question is stupid. We've all been there. We all are learning. And what I love about posting in our team page is that when other people comment, other new coaches that were either didn't think of that question yet or were afraid to ask it are going to learn. So that's why I really love our team page. So I'm going to hop off because I have so many messages to respond to, but I hope this was helpful for you guys. And I look forward to getting to know you and seeing your challenge group post tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I did record this, so I will post the recording tomorrow too. So any other new coaches that you're on your team or anything, make sure they watch this too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys. See you.
Bye.